wake up one day, banks are ordered to shut down, all ATMs and debit cards are offline. What do you do? That scenario, it's being played out right now within the US because several banks are in trouble. Three of them, maybe five of them now, have been bailed out at the moment, but more coming in, more money coming in. That precisely could happen. And this is not a scenario where that can never happen to me. People have gone into banks, especially SVB, the Silicon Valley Bank, bank runs all over the world. We've been seeing bank runs all over the world for some time now. China, the Middle East, Greece, now it's the US. People need to be ready for something that's changing. And that is the whole banking system is changing. The whole economy, it's about to change. Engineer, it will be my point, it'd be engineer, but the feds are announcing big bailouts to address the collapse. Jacob Prasch, will go to you. Biden announces big reforms in banks. He says nothing to worry about. We're going to have a backstop now. It's not going to be a bailout. It's going to be a backstop. We're going to cover all the deposits from SVB. By the way, they've come under the federal government now. They're part of the federal government. HSBC wants to buy it. The White House says no. We know they're woke. We know they're very, very leftist. I guess the money is going to the people that they like. But where do you see this going? Where is this banking crisis headed?
First of all, anything that comes out of Biden's mouth or his spokesman are basically the ramblings of a senile corruptocrat, a liar, and an incompetent. Nothing he says matters. You can't bank on anything he says. You figure on the diametric opposite, if anything. Fortunately, and it's poetic justice, that these banks who got in trouble, especially Silicon Valley, but not the only one, are woke banks. Go woke, go broke. Go woke, go broke. I'm delighted to see these banks going broke. I only wish that their executives would be held accountable. But that won't be. They'll be protected the way Obama protected the banksters after 2008. That's just how corrupt the Democratic Party is, but that's the way it works. And Republicans as well, generally. But that's the way it works. It's international. Credit Suisse had to be given a $50 billion line of credit guaranteed by the Swiss government yesterday. It's not just America. As you say, it's China. Now it's Switzerland, which was the stalwart of banking security and responsible management. Now Credit Suisse is in problem. Big trouble in Switzerland itself and in its foreign subsidiaries, such as Luxembourg, etc. It's Switzerland, it's the United States, it's the countries with supposedly strongest banking systems are in trouble. Additionally, if the Fed begins printing money, and that's the only way they can get it, begins printing money to bail out these banks, the value of the dollar is going to plunge. Inflation is going to go higher and higher, and there'll be more and more pressure on the international community to junk the dollar as the basis of world currency reserves. That is what is happening. But I always look for the hand of God. What if in the Middle East, God is removing America from the Middle East to put hooks in their jaws, as somebody said, to bring about a Gog and Magog judgment on Russia and on Iran? What and just destroy them on the mountains of Israel? What if that is what is happening? God is removing America for that very reason, so he can bring about his hand and his destruction. But moving on to the banking, it is not just America, it is global. The news of the Swiss Credit Bank yesterday should be as big, at least as big, as what happened in Silicon Valley, at least as big.